Hi there everybody, this is Lester from Lester's Watch Reviews. I thought I'd do a little video on my walk home from work today along London's Bond Street and New Bond Street. If you don't know it, it's a wonderful road full of high-end luxury stores, among them most of the major watch brands. You walk past pretty much every single famous watch brand as you walk along that road. And I was visiting three shops in particular today: Breguet, Vacheron Constantin and Breitling. I wanted to compare the prices, compare particular watches from each shop, and it was a very successful little hour and a half. The first watch that caught my attention was actually on a video that Tim Mosso did recently on Watchbox Reviews of the Vacheron Constantin overseas, and I can say that in the flesh it's even more beautiful. Basically, the three watches I saw today, one of them could buy you a decent house extension, the other one could buy you a decent spec new kitchen and bathroom, and the third one was just the price of a good watch. So let's start looking at the extension watch. Whoops, which is not that one, which is the Breguet. This was a beautiful watch when I held it in my hand. It had slightly long lugs, which I wasn't too much in favour of, but the dial is absolutely fantastic. The decoration, it just makes you stare at the dial for, minutes on end. Technically, this was the best of the bunch. It has two magnets that hold the pivots of the balance wheel in place, and therefore there's almost no friction. It's almost like a tourbillon kind of thing where gravity has no effect whatsoever on the balance. It's just held between these two really powerful magnets. And it has other sort of technical innovations as well. Wonderful watch. That one was about £30,000. Then after that I went along to Vacheron Constantin, back to the one I was showing you before. Beautiful blue dial. It looks like the ocean at sunset. You can gaze into it forever. Not quite as technologically up there as the Breguet, but a very nice bracelet. Very nice on the wrist. 41mm for this version, which was perfect for me. And then there is also two other versions. See if I can show them to you, which was a world timer, which is this one. Also a very nice watch, a bit more going on the dial. Crown configuration a bit like the Seiko Alpinist, as I said to the guy who wasn't very impressed with that comment. And then the third one is the chronograph, which is this one here. I love my sort of sports watches, and this one for me was almost the nicest looking. Slightly bigger, 42.5mm instead of 41. Very nice watch also. Right up my street. Heavier on the wrist, higher, thicker, bit more difficult to get under like a tight dress cuff if you do wear your shirts and suits. So that was the kitchen and bathroom watch. That was about £17,000. And then I went along to Breguet. Sorry, not to Breguet, to Breitling. And I have to say, I'm a great fan of Breitling vintage. I love my top times and all that kind of thing. But I've been out of love with Breitling for a number of years. But they're coming back with the kind of things, the kind of dial that I really like. And this is such a classic watch for me. 2-register Panda. When you look at it in the flesh, it's even better. It's really nice. The white of the dial is not a white. It's of interesting creamy colour. And it goes really well with the subdials. And it has a real air of quality about it, this watch. Interesting sort of rectangular pushers. I love this watch, actually. And this watch wasn't an extension. It wasn't a kitchen and bathroom. It was just the price of a decent watch. It was £6 or slightly over. And really, for the quality you're getting, for me, this is the most worth it of the three that I saw. And at the end of the day, what I want is a decent power reserve, which this has 70 hours, which was better than any of them, and a readable dial, which this has got. I don't need really the technical innovations. It's, you know, the sea at sunset is a lovely thing, but I don't need to look at it on a watch dial all the time. And this is the one I go for. So that was my little walk down Bond Street today. I hope you enjoyed that little roundup, and I will be back with other reviews shortly. Cheers.